The Alpha's Rejected One. Episode 7. Willow, your arm is broken. I need to set it before it starts to heal, Dr. April says as she still looks over my arm. I can feel Lincoln's anger as it rolls off him. I would typically be afraid, but I know his anger isn't directed at me. He is standing right next to me as I sit on the bed. He was holding my good hand, his fingers rubbing back and forth on my palm. Okay, this may hurt for just a moment. She glances at Lincoln, not wanting to make him any madder but causing me pain, but I understand she was not doing it on purpose. I nod at her. Okay, take a deep breath in and hold it, she tells me, placing her hands in 2 different spots. I do as she says, squeezing Lincoln's hand. Closing my eyes, I feel Lincoln's other hand on my shoulder. 1, 2, 3, I felt a snap and then shooting pain all over my arm. I let out a scream. Lincoln's hand tightened on my shoulder as I heard a low growl. It's over. Looking down, she still held my arm but was wrapping it. The wrap will keep it still so it can heal properly. I am going to say in a day or 2, it should be healed. The pain died down to only a slight burning feeling. I'll send some pain pills back with you, just in case the pain comes back. I peeked up at Lincoln, his face was stern looking. The muscle in his jaw ticked, but his eyes locked on my arm that was being bandaged. All right, all done, let me go get them pills. I'll be right back. She left the room. Lincoln didn't say anything. He just stared at my arm. I couldn't take the silence. Lincoln, I called softly, giving his hand a slight tug. He moved his eye to meet mine. Are you mad at me? I didn't think he was, but I asked anyway. His face softened as he sat down on the edge of the bed. No, I am not mad at you. I'm mad at the fact that you got hurt again. I told you I wouldn't let them hurt you again, but they did. She broke your arm. That's not your fault, Lincoln, it is. I shouldn't have left you to go to my dad's office. If I didn't do that, you wouldn't have been hurt. I couldn't let him blame himself. He wasn't at fault. It was all hers, Lincoln. No one is to blame but her, so please don't blame yourself. You got to me in no time, and because of that, Dr. April was able to reset my arm, and in a few days, I will be good as new. I smiled at him, hoping to lighten the mood. I still didn't understand how he knew I was in trouble. I didn't even yell out when she grabbed me. 1 minute, she was twisting my arm, and the next, he was taking me from river and running down the hall. Willow, why were you on that floor? I was looking for you. When I woke up, I saw you were not in the room, so I followed your scent, which led me to that floor. I realized your dad's office is on that floor, so I was going to look there for you, but I bumped into Caitlin. He seemed to be thinking about what I said. Did I say something wrong? Willow, you just said you followed my scent. Tilting my head at his question, yes. I scrunched my brows together when his face seemed to light up. Lincoln, I am not understanding. His hands came up, cupping my cheeks. You can smell my scent, Willow. You just said you followed it. That means you can feel the bond more. You used it to track me. I remembered I could smell his scent somewhat before, but now it was 10 times stronger. Wait, when can I track someone with just their scent? My sense of smell was never that great. Without a wolf, I smelled everything just like a human would, but now that I said it out loud, I didn't even think, I just followed it. I didn't think about it. I just did it, I tell him as I still was not sure how I managed to follow it. It's the marking. Your bond was broken from Milo fully now, so our bond is becoming much stronger. You used your instincts, and they were leading you to me. His forehead resting against mine, a warm feeling ran through me, and I felt content. I did not know everything about the mating bond, but I know that different things happen after you are marked. But Willow, what happened with Caitlin? Pulling back, I looked down at the blanket covering my legs. She started saying things to me like she used to before. I tried walking past her, not wanting to listen. I knew she was looking to pick a fight. She was always like that, but when I was just about past her, she grabbed my arm, making me stop. She was looking at my neck. She became angry and started yelling at me about how I stole you and how I didn't deserve to wear your mark. I wasn't even worthy of Milo for a mate, so I tried to pull my arm from her, but her grip was too firm. She began to twist it. I did not want to give her the satisfaction of seeing me cry out, so I held it in, but then she just twisted harder while she was yelling at me. The rest, you know, his eyes had turned black, and his chest was rising and falling with how hard he was breathing. I am going to kill her, he growled out so low I felt the vibration in my chest. His anger doubled as it poured out of him. The door opened as the doctor stepped back in. She froze in her spot, her head down, tipping her head to the side a little. Lincoln's anger filled the room, making her submit, and he wasn't even mad at her. Lincoln, I keep my voice low, reaching out and touching his face with my good hand. You need to calm down, please. I am okay. You got to me in time, please. Please calm down. Leaning forward, I placed a soft kiss on his lips. Can you take me home? I whispered to him. To your room. That seemed to snap him out of it. His eye didn't turn back, but I could feel his anger lowering. Dr. April was able to lift her head as she made her way closer. She held out the pill bottle with shaky hands. Take one as needed. If the pain worsens, call me or come back here. She didn't look at Lincoln. She kept her eyes downward, taking the bottle from her. She didn't wait. She spun and hurried out of the room. Lincoln quickly scooped me up. I let out a squeal. Lincoln, I can walk. Not happening. He walked out of the room, moving down the hall. People stepped aside when they saw us, smiling at us as we would pass them. Lincoln, everyone is looking, shrugging his shoulders. Let them. I don't care. I am carrying my mate. He leaned closer, giving me a peck on my lips, but never stopped walking. I couldn't help but giggle at him. Even though his eyes were still black, it didn't scare me. I know he won't hurt me. I trust him completely. We made it to the pack house in recorded time. He did not even bother using the elevator. He took the stairs, taking them two at a time. Walking down the hall, the room I had been using was just ahead, but he turned to the other door across from it, shouldering the door open and then using his foot to close it. Looking around the room, I had to smile. It was definitely his room. He walked to the bed, setting me down gently. I couldn't stop my eyes from roaming around. His room was so organized it was brighter than I thought it to be. Moving my eyes back to him, he stood there looking down at me, eyes still black. I felt a fire burn under my skin with how he looked at me. His nose flared as he sucked in a breath, bending down his face close to mine. "Little one, I can smell you. You are making it very hard for me to control myself. Smell me?" Oh God, I thought as it hit me what he was talking about. But it made me burn even more at his words. Without realizing what I was doing, I reached my arm that was wrapped, sliding it around his neck and pulling him down to me as I crashed our lips together. Lincoln letting out a throaty groan when she tugged at my hair. My beast purred, actually purred, in my head, sliding one arm around her waist, pulling her body tight against mine, bracing myself up with my other arm. A small gasp left her as her lips parted, giving me an opening as I pushed my tongue into her mouth, tasting her. She let out a whimper as she ground her hips against me, letting go of her waist, taking her chin in my thumb and finger, and pulling back from her lips. I trailed kisses down her neck, nipping at my mark and feeling her body shudder. Lincoln, hearing her moan my name made my hips jerk forward on their own. Her scent filled the air around me, driving my need for her to grow. Fisting the sides of my shirt with her hand, I could feel her body heating up. I felt the brush of a bandage against my forearm as she tried grabbing my shoulder with her injured arm, reminding me she was injured. I lifted my head from her neck and laid my forehead against hers. Her eyes were closed as she breathed heavily. "Willow, we should stop." Her eyes snapped open at my words. Worry showed in them. Did I do something wrong? Shaking my head, "No, not at all. It's just that," before I could finish, she was wiggling out from under me. I let her get up, not wanting to frighten her by holding her there even though my beast wanted nothing more than to pin her to the bed and not let her up till we were fully mated. Sorry, I understand." She fumbled over her words as she looked everywhere but at me, then took a step to move away from me. Reaching for her, "Willow, wait, it's not." She held her hand up. "No. It's okay. I am just going to use the restroom." Her eyes quickly scanned, looking for it. When she found it, moving toward it, I scrambled to get off the bed in time, but she moved faster than I thought she could, shutting the door before I could reach her, pressuring my hand to the door. "Willow, please open the door." Silence was all I got. I could hear her heartbeat. Pain in my chest made me rub my hand over it. It wasn't my pain but hers. She was hurting, and I caused it. I didn't mean to. She had a broken arm, and she was still recovering from before. I wasn't rejecting her, I just wanted her to be healed entirely before we went further. Pressing my forehead to the door, "Willow, please let me in." "Let me explain." She wouldn't answer me. I could make out the tiny cries gripping the handle. It was locked. My beast growled, knowing she was hurting, but we couldn't reach her. I know my eyes changed as he pushed himself forward. "Willow, I don't want to break the door down, but I will if you don't open it so I can explain it to you." I wasn't rejecting you. Giving the handle one more shake, it didn't move. "Willow, I warned you." My voice was deep as it mixed with my beast. Ripping the handle off the door and shoving it open as it slammed against the wall, my eyes scanned the room. As soon as my eyes landed on her, my heart broke. She was curled into a ball on the floor. In front of the tub, her sniffles reached my ears. I could smell the salt from her tears. Kneeling in front of her, "My little one, I lift her, sit down, and place her on my lap. Her head fell to my shoulders. Running my hand up and down her back, I just held her till her cries turned to slight sniffles, and her body wasn't shaking. Little one, I call her, putting my finger under her chin and tilting her head up. Why did you think I would reject you? Her face had stains running down her cheek, her eyes were puffy and red, as well as her lips from my kiss. I thought you didn't want me like that. Her eyes were cast down as she stared at my chest. Little one, there is nothing more I want than to have you. Her eyes moved up to meet mine. But you said you can't. Shaking my head, you didn't let me finish. I didn't want to hurt you more. You have a broken arm, and your body is still trying to recover. Her eyes widened as she realized it was never about not wanting her. It was about making sure she was okay. She dropped her head. I thought you didn't want me. I felt so stupid for acting that way, rolling my shirt in her fingers as she looked down at them. Willow, look at me. Raising her head slowly, never feel that way with me. I will always want you. You have no idea how happy you make me feel knowing you feel like that towards me. I will never force you to do anything you are not ready for, but I also will not do anything to cause you pain. I want to be with you more than anything, but I first want to ensure you are 100%. Your health will always be my main concern. Nodding her head. Now, shall we go out and get you settled in? She went to get up, but I locked my arms around her. Standing up, her legs wrapped around my waist, her good arm moved to my neck, letting out a squeal. Lincoln. Walking out of the bathroom and going straight for the bed, I sat her down gently, her cheeks turning a light pink color as she looked over the bed. You need anything from your room? I can go over and get a change of clothes for you? Oh, I'm okay right now. Sitting on the edge of the bed, tucking some of her hair behind her ear. There is something I wanted to talk to you about. Okay. Laying her hands on her lap but wincing as she shifted her hurt arm. I grabbed the pain pills. As I moved to the small refrigerator I have in here, grabbed a bottle of water, and went back over to the bed giving her one of the pills, twisting the cap off the bottle for her. Taking my spot back on the bed as she set the bottle on the nightstand. What is it you wanted to talk about? Well, I wanted to ask if you mind moving into my room here. With all that is going on, I'd feel better knowing you are staying here with me, and when you are out and about without me, I would like to have a guard assigned to you. She did not say anything at first. Is it because of what happened with Caitlin today? Yes, but Milo is still here, and Dad just found out that his father was killed. Alpha Lucas. He dead? Her voice was shaky. Yes, the beta called Milo, and Milo went to my father. We had plans to pull him from his position as Alpha, but now we need to find out what happened. What about Luna Amy? Is she all right? I nodded, surprised she asked about her, knowing she didn't lift a finger to help her, but that's Willow. She is a good person at heart, she fine. She rejected him and left to her family pack. I could see her thoughts swirling in her head. Hey, little one, talk to me. What are you thinking so hard about? I can't believe he is dead. I seemed as if a small weight lifted off her shoulders. What about Milo? Will he become Alpha then? No, my father feels he is not someone who can lead a pack, so that we will be finding a replacement. Will Beta Cole be one? I could see her tense as she asked about him, shaking my head. No, we think he is the one who killed the alpha." Her head nodded a bit as she thought about something. I did not want her to be stuck with those thoughts. I never wanted her to give them people any more thought. Leaning forward, I captured her lips, earning me a small gasp as I caught her off guard, hovering my body over hers as I deepened the kiss. Breaking it, she leaned her head back. "I thought you said we can't till I am better." Nipping at her lips, "I didn't, but that don't mean I can't tease you a little. And take your mind off of things, Leenakal." I cut her off with a kiss, tangling my hand in her hair. "I wouldn't push her for us to mate fully, but teasing her a bit I will as long as it keeps her thoughts from those people and chases the worry away." "Milo," I finally was able to drag myself out of the room. The pain had lessened just a bit. I needed some food and to talk to Caitlin. She never did come back yesterday. Hopefully, she didn't find trouble with that girl, Holly. I know I can be deceiving, but that girl, I don't even like her. Closing my door, I stepped across the hall and knocked on her door, but there was no answer. Shrugging, I walked away, thinking I'd find her when I got something to eat. Glancing at the time, I saw it was almost noon. Lunch should be served by now. Making my way down the hall and to the dining area, I looked around to see if maybe Caitlin was in there, but I did not see her. Making a plate, I took a seat and started to eat. Just then, I saw that Holly girl walking in. Her eyes landed on me. She gave me a small smile as she stepped closer. "Good afternoon, Milo," she purred at me while batting her eyes at me. "Holly." Looking around again, I still didn't see Caitlin. "Are you looking for your sister?" Snapping my eyes back at her, "Yes, you wouldn't happen to have seen her." Her head dropped as she leaned closer to the table. "You didn't hear?" Frowning at her words, "Hear what?" She pulled out a chair and sat down. "Oh, I hate to have to be the one to tell you, but Caitlin is locked up. King Winston had her taken to the dungeon yesterday." "Locked up for what?" My voice raised a bit, making others stop to look at us. She flinched back a bit, but I could see it was all an act. "She attacked that Willow girl." "Lincoln and his father found them, and he ordered her to be locked up." "Attacked Willow." "Caitlin is a lot of things, but she is not one to blow our plan. It would ruin her plan as well if she did that. She knows she will be kicked out of here if she does anything to break the rules the king gave her." She knew what his warning meant, letting a growl out. "What did you put her up to?" She pushed back as her eyes widened, her hand to her chest. "How could you say that? I would never do that. It's not my fault she lost her temper and got herself locked up." She pushed her chair back, standing up and glaring at me, doing the same, but I was taller than her. I was after an alpha by blood. I leaned my hand on the table as I brought myself closer to her. "If I find out you had something to do with my sister getting locked up, I will rip your head off and leave your body to rot." Her eyes twitched at my words. Then a smirk came on her face as she leaned closer to me. "Listen here, Alpha boy, you don't scare me one bit. I was not about to let some little girl come in here and mess up my plan, nor will I let you either, so don't you threaten me. You have no idea what I am capable of doing." She stepped back. "Stay out of my way." She flipped her hair as she spun around. Walking out of the room, I slammed my hand on the table, not caring if others looked at me. I stormed out of there. I needed to find out what happened and what they were planning to do to her. Holly, who does he think he is threatening me? I could rip him apart. I am a Leakin. He is nothing more than a werewolf. Maybe I could get Mitch to dispose of him. It wouldn't take much to convince him, it never does. As for Caitlin, she was too easy to get riled up. I knew she was after Lincoln as soon as I saw her glance his way and her dreamy eyes for him, but oh no, not this time. I am not losing out on another ranked member again, and I definitely am not letting Lincoln go. Sure, I was shocked when he took me to his bed after knowing I had been with River, but he is a man, and they do have needs, but with Caitlin here, she was going to mess things up. All her questions about Lincoln. God, I wanted to punch her to make her shut up. Now, with her locked up, it's one less I have to worry about. No one can link me to what happened. I made sure to keep clear. I just may have told a little something to get Caitlin to hunt her down when I saw she didn't have a guard with her. Sure, when I saw it I was mad, beyond pissed. But I knew I couldn't hurt he or Lincoln would have my head, but I needed Caitlin out of the picture so I could come up with a way to get rid of that damn girl who now is sporting Lincoln's mark, Holly. I heard someone call my name, breaking me out of my thoughts. Turning, I saw Allison running towards me, putting on a fake smile. Hey, Allie, she stopped right in front of me, saying, I haven't seen you in a while. I was beginning to get worried. Are you mad at me? Did I do something? I waved my eyes at her. No, silly. I've just been busy, but how have you been? Where, Alana? Oh, she found her mate the other day, so she off with him somewhere. She let out a dry chuckle. I am happy to hear that. Do you seem somewhat bum? Is he from our pack? Her head nodded. Yes, he is one of the warriors. He is super nice. I am just used to seeing her more, not being on my own so much, but I will be all right. She flashed me a smile. I got somewhere I must be. Maybe we can catch up later. I need to find Mitch and see what he can do about that damn alpha idiot. Oh yeah, that would be great. She lit up. All right, I will message you when I'm done. Okay, bye. She waved as she walked away, letting out a groan as I continued on my way. Just as I rounded one corner, I saw that little witch coming down the hall. Heather and that other girl were with her, but wait. Was that Tyler with them? If he sees me moving back, I duck into a cubby hole by the staircase. They were laughing as they got closer. Willow. I heard his voice call out to her. She stopped, turning to look at him, her face lighting up when he was in front of her. Cupping her cheeks, he leaned down, placing a kiss on her lips, pulling her flush against him, her hands flat against his chest. Rage filled me at the sight of him kissing and touching her like that. The other girls giggled, causing them to break apart. I'll come to find you later. He nipped her nose, and she let out a slight squeal at his antics. Make sure to stay with Flyer at all times. Okay. I will, I promise. God, even the sound of her voice pissed me off. He kissed her forehead and then turned, walking back down the hall. She placed her hand on her chest. I don't know about you, but I say they had a good night. Heather chimed in, as the other girl. Mia, that's her name. Mia laughed, too. I clenched my fist as they shook. What did she mean by that? Did she and Lincoln sleep together? I knew he had marked her. It wouldn't take long for his need to mate her to take over, but I thought I would have more time. They walked away, but Tyler stopped as he lifted his head and sniffed the sir. Did he pick up my scent? Glancing around, he didn't look in my direction. He started walking again when the girls got so far ahead of him. Stepping out, I watched as they walked down the hall. I needed a plan, and it had to be quick. I could smell Lincoln's scent as it was mixed with her, but now, if he had Tyler guarding her, I needed a fail-proof plan. This just got harder with Tyler. He's one of the best guards we have here, not to mention his size alone is trying enough. I know Mitch can't take him down. I am going to have go outside the pack again. Cole, I was losing my patience with these royal guards. They have turned this packed house upside down in the last 2 days. Now, I cannot get into the Alpha office. Lucky for me, I still have a separate one. I tried calling Milo again, but that don't answer me. His mother is another pain in my ass, for I can't seem to locate her. Lucas was right about her knowing things she shouldn't have and things we can't let slip out in the open. Another reason I tried getting into the Alpha office because he has a secret stash where he puts necessary paperwork. I also need to figure out this financial issue. They said the pack's broke, but I know it is not. But the books are in that office that currently has a guard standing outside the door. This is where finding Amy would help. She would know about the money part, at least she should. She was sneaky like that, just like her damn daughter. I redialed Milo's number and waited as it rang, but before it went to voicemail. Damn, that kid. Tossing my phone on the desk, a knock on the door snapped me out of my thoughts. Come in. The door opened, and in walked the 2 central men who seemed to be the lead in this. Beta Cole, the one sings so happy sounding. What can I do for you, gentlemen, now? I didn't keep my disdain for them out of my voice. Now Beta, there's no need to be unpleasant now, is there? We are simply doing our jobs ordered by King Winston. I will be pleasant when this is done, and over with. I do not see the reason for his order, and how can you not? The other one pipes in as he cocks his head, looking at me, letting out a huff. I have done nothing wrong. But you did, Beta. You failed to report your Alpha being killed. You know you only have so many hours to put in the report, and yet you did not. We have been over this, and I told you I was handling the pack. They were upset I was trying to keep them from going after the rogues who killed their Alpha. My voice echoed through the room. We have spoken to many of the pack members. They claim to have not known about the Alpha's death. They said they felt the link breaking but were unaware of what was happening. How do you explain that one? He crossed his arms as he stared at me. I can't. Some I wasn't able to get to, but for the other who were planning a hunt, I focused on before they got themselves killed. Yes, I was lying out of my ass. The 2 men looked at each other. I knew they were linking one another, turning their attention back to me. Well, we have reached a decision. Looking between the 2, I had a hunch I wasn't going to like this outcome, and that is. They stepped closer. You, Beta Cole, are to be placed under arrest and taken to the royal palace for more questioning on the death of Alpha Lucas. Rage ripped through me. How could they arrest me? Like hell I am. I hollered. I fight till death before they take me. Don't make this harder, Beta. You are no match for us, and we really would prefer you to come willing. I lunged for the one, not wanting to give them a chance, but I never reached him. I was slammed to the floor when I felt a sharp prick to my neck, and everything went black. Third person, I watched from afar as they dragged the beta out of the house and threw him in the back of an SUV, along with 2 other men I knew had been doing the beta's dirty work. I smiled to myself as he was now taken care of. I knew he was up to something. I am glad I kept my guard up and followed through with my plan. I saw the SUV pull out of the gates as it sped down the road. I can't go back to the pack house. I know there are still 2 more royal guards there. As much as I want to show myself, I know I still have to lay low for a while longer. Climbing in my car, I started it. I needed to scout the royal borders. I know I won't be able to get in there, but I can learn enough to put together a plan, even if it involves rogues. They are always looking for money, so it makes they easy to hire for just about anything. At least they can cause a distraction or maybe even kidnap a certain someone. A smile formed on my face at the thought of her bond engaged being dragged to me. Oh, the things I will do to her once I have her in my grasp. She better not have let that prince boy touch her. If she did, she would be in for a punishment like she never had before. Just the thought of her made me hard, groaning as I tried to adjust myself. Seeing as sitting with how hard I am right now was painful. I let thoughts of her run through my head as I drove. It helped to make the time go by. Before I knew it, I was in Leakin territory. I had a list of places where rogues for hire would hang out at it. I drove along till I found one. I was in a part of town that was run down, a perfect spot to find what I needed. Parking the car, I got out and made my way through the streets. What do we have here? A group of 5 stopped me, their red eyes glowing as they walked closer. I do believe you have taken a wrong turn somewhere. This is the rogue territory, not for ranked wolves. The one that seemed like he was the leader of this little group, smirking at him. I am well aware of that, as I am not looking to stay very long. Oh, is there something wrong with our land? You ranked wolves think so highly of yourselves. Holding my hand up, I didn't come here for a fight. Well, what did you come for if not that? I am looking for a few wolves that want to get paid for a job. He raised his brows at my words. Oh, and what kinda job would require you to hire rogues? Well, one that could be dangerous, but with the chance of taking out some of the royals, maybe like their prince or even that beta? Oh, what's his name? I snapped my fingers together. As I looked to the ground, River, the one growled. Ah yes, that's it, River. The leader, one, crossed his arms. And what are you looking for that you need our services? Well, they took something from me, and I want it back. I shrugged my shoulders. They all stared at me. How much? He asked me. 10,000 per person. Their eyes bulged. One whistled as the others stood with a blank stare. How do we know you are not just saying that, and then when the jobs are done, you screw us over? I can pay each of you half now, half when the jobs are done. One guy nudges the leader. That is a better offer than that girl offered us. Take it, man. Now that caught my attention. Other offer? I asked. Someone else offer you the same job? Yeah. He rubbed the back of his neck. We are to kidnap a girl from the Leakin prince. A smile spread out on my face. They were talking about my Willow. Well, how about this? Will you take me to meet this person? Maybe we can all work together. The more, the merrier. giving me a nod. This way, we had been on our way to meet up with her. He started walking. I followed them as they came to a rundown building, walking side. It's about damn time, you mutts had me waiting. God, my ears. Her voice reminded me of Caitlin's. Her eyes landed on me. Who the hell is this? When I got a good look at her, I could tell she was a Leekan, and she was from the royal pack. I would ask you the same thing. She scoffed at my words, hands on her hips. She stared me down. If you must know, I am the future Luna and Queen of the Night Howlers. Raised my brows at her. She did not look anything like a Luna or Queen, but I didn't question it. Well, future Luna. I stopped as I looked at her. Holly, she snapped at me. Luna Holly, I understand you want to help kidnap a girl from the prince. She scolded the rogues, and you think you can help? I know I can. How's that? What can you offer? How about I know the girl you are going after, and I just so happen to be wanting that said girl. She stared hard at me. Who are you? Smiling at her, stepping forward, extending my hand to her, I Alpaha Lucas Hudson. Willow. I couldn't keep the smile off my face as I walked down the hall. Just the thought of Lincoln brought so much happiness to me I felt like I was about to bust at the seams. Okay, I can't hold it in anymore. Heather spoke up, making us look over at her. Mia raised a brow at her. Hold, what in? Heather looked straight at me. I think Willow has been holding out on us, Mia. This caused Mia to look at me and then frown, looking back at Heather. Girl, what are you talking about? Placing a hand on my chest, me. Smiling at me, she pointed her finger at me. Oh, don't you go playing all innocent little Ms. Willow. I can smell his scent on you. My smile dropped. As flashes of last night came to mind, Lincoln, what are, shhh, little one, just relax, trust me. His voice was deep and rough sounding, which caused little flutters in my stomach, placing kisses on my belly as his big hand cupped my chest. My sweatshirt was gone, tossed to the side, lying on the floor next to the bed with his. I don't even remember him pulling it off me. I was too far gone. Lost in the feeling of his touch, his finger hooked the band on my pants as he slowly slid them down my legs. I didn't try and hide myself or cover the way he looked at me sent warmth through my whole body and I didn't want him to stop touching me. I had this fire that I'd the moment his hands touch my bare skin. He continued placing soft kisses down my body. I couldn't help but squirm. When he reached my most sensitive area, my hand grabbed his shoulders as I pushed myself backward. Well, I tried, and his hand held my hips, holding me in place. Lincoln, his eye met mine. They were solid black. You trust me, Willow? His voice came out thick as his finger rubbed over my hip bone, making me shiver. Yes, I did trust him. I could feel he wouldn't hurt me or put me in a position for any harm to come to me. Good. Now, let me make you feel good, my little one. Lay back, Willow. I did as he said, slowly laying back against the pillows. His lips were on my thigh next to a specific area. I sucked on a breath as I clutched the blanket in my hands. When his mouth finally landed on my throbbing spot, see, she all dreamy. Heather's voice snapped me out of my thoughts as I looked at the two standing in front of me. I could feel my cheek burning. Oh, I want to know what have you blushing that hard, Mia said as she reached out, pitching my cheek, swatty at her hand. Ah, Willow, did you? Mia leaned closer, did you and Lincoln, you know? Her brows rose as she spoke. I shook my head, no. I blurted out, but it only caused them two to laugh. Mia pulled me into a hug. We are just teasing you, Willow. Pushing her away, I tried acting like I was hurt. I turned and started walking down the hall again. Willow, don't be mad, please, we were just poking fun, Mia called from behind me. I wasn't mad or embarrassed, yes, but not mad. It felt good having friends to have these fun little moments with. Reaching Hazel's office door, I knocked when I heard her call to come in. I pushed the door open and walked in with them two on my tail. When she saw who it was, she was up and hugged me. I am so happy to see you. Oh my, you look so much better. Her hands rubbed the top of my arms as she held me at arm's length. Oh, she feels better, Heather said as she and Mia giggled. Hazel gave them a look, but then I saw her breath in, and her eyes widened, but thank God she didn't say anything. She probably saw the look on my face. Her eyes moved, looking past us. Oh, Tyler, it's good to see you, she greeted him. Queen Hazel. He dipped his head. What brings you girls here? She asked as she moved back to her desk. We came to finish helping with the preparation for the upcoming ball, Heather said as we moved, taking seats around her desk. A relieved look came across her face. Oh, thank goodness. I was about to head to the ballroom and start planning where I wanted the decorations and the table placement. I find it better to do it in the room itself than on paper. She stood, grabbing her clipboard. Shall we? She started walking to the door. Tyler opened it for her. He waited for all of us to walk out as he trailed behind us. So, my dear, I see Lincoln has assigned you a guard. Yes, he feels it is safer for right now. Her head bobbed. I would have to agree with him. I see he has given you one of our best guards as well. Glancing over my shoulder at Tyler, I saw that he was a terrifying and intimidating man. I would not want to see his wrong side, but he was very polite to me this morning when Lincoln introduced us. Reaching the ballroom, I pushed those thoughts aside and focused on helping Hazel. Tyler stood off to the side, watching the room like a hawk. Even though it was only us four in here, I was unsure how long we had been working there, but my head began to hurt as a minor throbbing started on the backside of my head. Not worried about it, I continued to help when I felt my arms suddenly become itchy, as well as my legs. I felt a light sweat on my forehead as I dug at my arms and legs. Willow, what are you doing? Mia was next to me, holding my hand so I wouldn't scratch myself. I saw my skin was red from digging at it. It itches. I rubbed my legs against one another, trying to relieve some of it. Willow, look at me. Hazel was in front of me, holding my face. Oh dear. She stepped closer to me, holding my shoulder this time. Willow, honey, I need you to listen to me. I think you are trying to shift again. A scream left out of me as pain, along with burning, ripped through me as I fell to the floor. Someone scooped me up. Tyler, take her outside. All right, linked Lincoln. I could feel movement. My vision was becoming blurry as another cry left me. I felt as if I was on fire. It hurt. It burnt. I was pulling at my shirt to get it off my skin as it made it hurt more, I felt cool air hit my face. As we kept moving, over there, Tyler, I could hear Hazel's voice. I was lowered down the arms holding let go. Keep watch, Tyler. I will stay with her till Lincoln gets here, make it stop, please, I cried, still pulling at my shirt. A soft kiss on my temple felt like a knife to it. I know, dear, hang on, Lincoln is coming, what's happening? You are shifting, honey, I am so sorry. I know it's painful, but Lincoln will be able to help you, oh God. Clutching at my stomach, it felt as if I was being ripped open, Willow. I heard his voice, trying to move my head, but that only caused more pain. I am here, I felt it the minute his hands touched me. A relaxed feeling washed over me. The pain lessened. Lincoln, it hurts, I know, I am so sorry, love, I will help you through it. He started to pull my shirt off, then my pants, as he kept a hold on me, never letting go. A wave of pain tore through me again as I screamed out, gripping onto him, don't fit it, love. Let the change happen, the more you fight the pain, it will hurt worse, Willow, how? I didn't know what he meant, relax into the pain, don't tense up, keep your body relaxed, let it flow through you. Taking a deep breath in, I tried to do as he said, but the pain was too much. Lincoln shift. She needs your Lincoln, I could hear his dad's deep voice. Lincoln laid me on the ground, hang on, love. I could listen to movement snapping of something, and then fur was what I felt as I was pulled tightly against something furry. Sparks broke out all over me as the pain let up. My body relaxed. I thought I could breathe better. A grunt was heard above me. I know the sound of that grunt. That was Lincoln. My bones started to pop. I felt as if my skin was being stretched and ripped apart. The pressure in my head was suddenly so bad I began to choke. Just as I thought I was going to either die or pass out, the pain went away, the burning feeling, everything just stopped. I could hear myself breathing. My heart was pounding. Little one, I heard Lincoln's voice, Lincoln. I called out but couldn't see him. Where are you? I started to feel panic. He chuckled. Open your eyes, little one. My eyes, I thought they were open. Letting my eyelids lift, I saw light, but it didn't make me squint. Lincoln came into my sight. Hey there, I heard his voice once again, but his jaw never moved. It's mind-linking love. Wait, can I use the link? I heard him laughing. Yes, you can love. Just think of it as a phone. I went to say something, but all I heard was a grunting noise. Love, say it in your head but think of me when you say it. I'll hear you. I tried it again but kept my jaw still. Can you hear me? Yes, I can, and I must say, little one, you are magnificent. Am I? Yes, love, you shifted, and you, my sweet mate, are a Lincoln. Did he just say Lincoln? Like a Lincoln like him? Oh God, Lincoln? Like you? Yes, a Lincoln like me, but you, sweet Willow, are a white Lincoln. Lincoln. I couldn't believe she was pure white. Her eyes were beyond beautiful. They were a bright blue color, almost teal looking. They stood out against her pearly white teeth. Most people would think our teeth looked scary and sharp and ready to rip through anything, but hers just looked different, perfect. Her claws were long and black, coming to a perfect point with a small hook on the end of them. I had never seen a white lichen before. I don't think anyone has seen one in over 100 years, but maybe longer. They were to be extinct and hunted down for the powers they held. The human hunters wanted their fur as it fetched a reasonable price. She wasn't super big, either, which made her look even cuter. She was about half my size, her head reached, maybe, the middle of my chest. My lichen is more significant than most, seeing as I am from royal bloodlines. My beast purred, his chest vibrating as we took in our mate form. As our eyes roamed over her body, we circled around her when we noticed a small black spot on her shoulder blade. Stepping closer, I saw it was a crescent moon with a star next to it. Dad, have you ever seen a crescent moon with a star before? I linked, making sure to close off my link with Willow. Why do you ask? His voice was unsettlingly sounding, which wasn't like Dad at all. Looking over my mate's shoulder, my eyes locked with his. I could see worry. Was my father afraid? Willow has it on her shoulder blade. Is there something I need to know? I have never seen a mark like that before. I have, but this isn't a place to discuss it. We need to be in my office for that conversion. Keeping my eye locked with him, I could see he was pleading with me. If he is worried or afraid, then it's essential. As I have never seen my father have that look, before I could answer him, Willow suddenly shifted back to her human form and started falling. Quickly grabbing her before she hit the ground, spinning around to shield her body with mine, letting out a growl as everyone looked away, letting myself shift back, I held her in my arms. She was out cold. Willow, I called her name as I caressed her cheek with my fingers, but she didn't stir. Here dear, wrap her in this. Mom's voice was next to me. Looking over I saw she had a blanket. Taking it, she helped wrap it around Willow's body. I also have these for you. Holding her hand out were some shorts. Thanks. I took the shorts but then stopped. I would have to lay here down, and I didn't want to put her back on the ground. Here, son, let me while you get dressed, Dad said, standing before me, his arms held out. I must have had a look on my face. I won't move, I promise I will stand right here, he said, pointing to the ground. Nodding at him, I let him take Willow from me, keeping her right there. I quickly slipped the shorts on as he handed her back to me. Let's get her inside and into bed. She going to need rest, Dad says as he holds his hand out towards the house. Mom, get Dr. April. I already linked her. She is on her way. I took Willow straight to my room, laying her on the bed. Dr. April walked into the room right after us. I see she shifted, she said with a big smile. She did, but she didn't stay in her form long. She shifted back, passing out, nodding her head as she started to look over Willow's sleeping self. Well, you know shifting takes a lot out of you energy-wise. Willow's body is still healing. Yes, she has come a long way in a short time. The shift just drained her, is all. She is right from what I am seeing. She is just asleep, let her rest. She should sleep as much as she wants to. Her body needs it after shifting. When she wakes, get her to eat a good, hearty meal. That will boost her levels up. Thanks, Doc, I say as she packs up her things, heading for the door. With a bow, she leaves out. Dad and Mom were here with us. I knew Mia and Heather would be worried, but Mom had them stay in the ballroom. River was with them. Lincoln, Dad calls me. Moving my eyes from my sleeping mate to him, the guards just linked me. They are here with that beta. We need to go to the office and talk with him. I hate to pull you away from your mate. I shake my head. It is okay, Mom. Could you stay with her? I'll have Mia and Heather come up as well. I need River there too. Yes, dear, go on. I'll stay with her. Let me change quick, and I'll go down with you, I tell my dad. He gives me a nod. Hurrying into my closet, I grab some clothes and change them quickly. Coming back out just as Dad leaned down, kissed my mother, and then walked to the door. Moving closer, I bent down, kissing Willow's forehead. Turning to Mom, I kiss her cheek. Thank you, I whisper to her. She reached up, patting my cheek. Of course, my sweet boy. Shooting River a link as I walked out with Dad, we made our way to his office. We could hear yelling coming from inside. Dad pushed the door open. What is going on in here? He bellers out, making all the commotion stop. I saw the beta turn around, his eye landing on my father. What's going on is I am being held against my wishes for a crime I didn't not commit. He hollered, anger on his face. Dad moved farther into the room, never looking away from the beta. First thing, Dad says as he now is standing right in front of him, you will show respect in my territory. He holds up another finger. Secondly, I can arrest, hold, or even order to lock anyone up. Hell, I can even order someone death, if I feel it necessary. After all, I am the king, so unless you want me to take your head clean off right here right now, you will shut up and sit down. The beta paled at his words as he sat, looking up at my father. I had to hide my smirk. Wimp, I thought to myself. River came in just as Dad turned around. River stopped in his tracks. Ah, did I miss something? I shook my head, chuckling. River, get over here, I called him. He shrugged, then walked to stand next to me. Your dad is scary when he's mad, he whispers to me, hitting his shoulder with mine. Dad took a seat. Now, Beta Cole, you were brought here because my men have found evidence of the killing of your Alpha Lucas. I did not do anything to him. Rogues attacked him. Dad only hummed as he looked through the papers given to him. Once he was done, he laid them down, looking at the beta. I am telling you the truth. I didn't kill him. Dad sat there just looking at him. You're right. You did not kill him. Beta Cole's face went blank. Confusion washed over him as he looked at my father. I didn't kill him. I was more like a question and not a statement. Dad shook his head. No, but you did kill someone. He stopped. Who did I kill? He asked. I don't think he realized what he asked. He was too confused about the not killing the alpha part. He don't know, does he? River linked me? No, it don't look like it, but he's going to find out. River chuckled next to me. Well, Beta Cole, let me ask you, how well do you know Alpha Lucas? How well do I? Wait, why? I am not following. Why would you ask me that? I am asking because a beta is to know their alpha well. Like Lincoln and River there, the two are closer than most brothers. They know everything about one another, it helps to know each other well. Makes running the pack better, like my beta, he knows his orders before I even say them. He squinted his eyes at Dad. I have been his beta for years. I have watched his children grow up. Hell, my daughter is mated to his son Milo. Ah, yes, Milo. We will get back to that topic in a minute, but right now, I am talking about you and your alpha. I have no idea what you are implying, just spit it out already. Who did I kill if not Alpha Lucas? Oh, here it comes, River sings out loud next to me, making me kick him. That would be Alpha Marco, Alpha Lucas' twin brother. Cole twin? That was the only word running through my head right now. I did not even know if the others were talking to me or not. How could I not have known he had a twin? I wonder if AMT knew, and that's why he wanted her found, among other reasons, but if she knew about his twin, Beta Cole. Snapping my eye up to meet his, I see you are having some trouble understanding this, so I'll let you ask some questions. If I feel you should know the answers, then I will gladly answer them, but if it touches a topic that is none of your concerns, well then you don't get the answers. My eyes moved from him to the other two standing there. Did his mate Luna Amy know? This is one that I must know. It would explain a lot. Yes, she did. I waited for more, but he didn't give more. If he had a twin, why didn't he show himself? I mean, twins normally share everything. They are never apart, so I don't understand how no one ever saw him. He leaned back in his chair as he thought about answering me, glancing over to his boy. Alpha Marco was different from his brother. Even though they were twins, Marco was significantly weaker than Lucas, so their parents hid Marco from the world and let Lucas take the lead in the pack. I have met his parents numerous times but never had anyone else with them. Lucas never gave any inkling to having a brother. Why hide him? I mean, a twin can be different, but hiding him don't make sense. They wanted to protect him. He would be an easy target for others, such as yourself. I thought about how he couldn't shake me off him. He never said anything, just grunted and groaned against my hold. I didn't expect more of a struggle from him, even though he was drunk, but now that I think about it, there wasn't one. I am not sure how I will get out of this one. I had long waited for revenge, and I could not stand Lucas. My brother was his right-hand man, and of course, it fell to me as the next in line for the beta title, but I wanted more. I had been so careful all these years, and because of one girl, it all fell apart. I can see you are weighing your options, so now that we have covered all that, it is time to move on. Let's take Milo for an instant. Frowning at his words, what did Milo have to do with it, Milo? I asked, not sure where he fits into this. Yes, Milo. He came here with his sister, both wanting to have their father's title taken from him. They gave good evidence of him for different things he had been doing. Milo wants the title of Alpha. Now, with the so-called death of Lucas, he feels it should be passed to him as his birthright. Freaking Milo is always a thorn in my side. I never understood why my daughter was so obsessed with him. He will not be getting that title, as he has no alpha blood in him. Wait, what? He is the son of Lucas. How can he not have alpha blood? Well, that's the thing. He happens not to be Lucas's son. I know Lucas was always cheating. It was a never-ending fight between the females, but Amy has always been loyal to Lucas. I don't understand. How can he not be? Amy has been loyal to Lucas. She would never cheat on him, he chuckled, as did the other two. Lucas and Amy were never fated mates, correct? Nodding my head. Everyone knows their parents put them together. Amy had already found her mate before she mated to Lucas. She had continued to see him even though she was mated to Lucas. We have just learned that Lucas is infertile. Both children belong to her destined mate. My stomach dropped. Ashlyn wasn't mated to an alpha, Milo wasn't even of the bloodline, and even if Lucas had passed him the title, it would be a lie. I know for a fact that Ashlyn would never lying with him, knowing he wasn't on alpha bloodlines. I taught her better, clapping his hands together. Well, I think that's enough for now. Let that all settle in. You are to be held on trial for the murder of Alpha Marco. I am sure there will be other charges brought forward by the time your trial has come around, but for now, you will be held here in the cells. Lucas. Aren't you supposed to be dead? She asked as her head tilted to the side. You pretty good for a dead guy? Chuckling. Well, I have many talents, and being able to be in two places at once has always been one, two places at once. She looks confused, but her eyes light up. You are a twin. You are smarter than you look. Now, let's go over what you have planned. Tell me everything. She starts talking, and right off, I know this isn't going to work out. She is completely clueless, and here I thought she was smart. How do you plan to get them past patrol? I cut her off. She rolled her eyes at me. My patience was wearing very thin with her. I have a guy on patrol. He will leave an opening for them to slip in. He has done it before, and you trust him not to change his mind. Yes, he will do it. I will go straight to him and tell him the plan. He will make sure he's on patrol that night. Once they are in, we will have to wait a day and then make the move. I raised a brow at her. She had no idea how wrong this could all go. She had never planned something like this, and it showed. Make the move? I asked, not fully understanding where she was going with that. Have you ever planned a kidnapping before, or even any kinda attack? No, but what difference does that make? How hard can it be? Cocking one foot out, her hands on her hips, I couldn't hold the laugh in. Neither could the other guys, they are rogues, but even they know she has no clue. Calming myself, I look right at her. First off, you need to know what kinda of move. Will you have them storm in and take her out of there, or will you sneak them in? Then, you must know your exit plan. You just can't walk her down the halls now, can you? After they are out, you need a meeting place and a way for them not to track you. I stopped talking as I looked at her. Her face said it all. She huffed out, throwing her hands in the air. I don't care how it's done. I just want her gone. Well, then I suggest you leave the planning to me. Fine, she scoffed out. First, we need to gather information, mainly on her day and night schedule. I would say we go in at night for better coverage. What about a distraction? It would allow us to slip in and grab her, as long as we know where she is in there, one of the rogues says, nodding. I point to him. That may work, but it got to be a good one to get them all out, even the prince. Holly, you will need to get us all the safe rooms that are in the house, so we will know which room to go to, or maybe grab her before she reaches it. I can do that. I'll even drag her out to you if it means she will be gone. No, don't want to dirty our hands. Maybe you can get someone else to snag her and bring her to a spot where they can take her. I may know someone. I have to get with him and see if he's willing to help. She looks at me, squinting. What about your son? Glaring at her, what about him? You do know he's at the palace, right? He and his sister, Caitlin. Heck, Caitlin is even locked up for attacking this Willow girl. A growl slips. What do you mean she attacked her? Oh touché, she broke her arm. What's the big deal? Lunging for her, she didn't have time to move out of the way. Grabbing her by her throat, I slammed her into the wall. My face inched from hers. No one gets to hurt her but me. She is mine to hurt, mine to torture, mine to make her bleed. Mine. She was clawing at my wrist as she sputtered for air. I finally let go, letting her fall to the floor. Kneeling, I gripped her chin, tilting her head up. Never forget that. I don't care if you do not like her. No one does anything to her but me. Is that clear? Yes, her voice low, her eyes cast downward. I look over at the rogues. They all look away. That goes for all of you. What about your 2 children? She asked as she got up off the floor. What about them? They made their choice when they turned against me. They are nothing to me. Willow, I woke to find Mia, Heather, and Hazel sitting around my bed. When they saw I was awake, I tried to sit up. My body's movement was sluggish, and my body felt like I had just run a marathon. God, how my muscles ached. Hazel was up and next to me. Slowly, dear, she helps me sit up the rest of the way, leaning my back against the headboard. I held her hand out, holding a cup of water. Thank you. I took a large gulp, and the cool water soothed my dry throat. You scared us, Willow, Heather says as she stands next to Mia. How are you feeling? Looking at Hazel, I quickly swallowed the water. I feel fine, just ache muscle feeling. The first shift takes a lot out of you, so sore muscles are given. Some even sleep for a whole day. It then dawned on me I had shifted. But you, sweet Willow, are a white Leekin. Lincoln's words ring in my head. I am a Leekin, I blurted out. Yes, you are, Hazel says while she smiles at me. When the power inside you awakens, let it come forward. Her words danced in my head. Was she telling me I was going to become a Leekin, and change some things so they would be set for you in this new direction? Did she replace my wolf with a Leekin? Is that why I did get a wolf or why I didn't shift? Sweetie, you all right? You seem a little lost in thought. Hazel asked as her eyes held concern. She must have replaced my wolf with a Leekin. She said to let the power inside out. I rambled out. A new direction? Who are you talking about, Willow? Mia asked looking at her. Selene, the moon goddess. I dreamt of her. She told me I was to be given a new direction, and I had a power inside of me and to let it out. My eyes moved to each of them. I did not want them to think I was crazy. She does work in mysterious ways. I would not doubt if she dabbed her hand in this, Hazel says as she stares at me. You don't think I am nuts? She chuckled, reaching out and grabbing my hand. Now, sweetie, I don't. The moon goddess follows her own rules, and if something she feels needs to change, she has every right to do so. After all, we are all her children. I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding, and I must say she gifted you a wonderful Lincoln, she says, pride sounding in her voice. Lincoln says my Lincoln is white. I didn't get a chance to see myself. Yes, you are, and I must say white lichens are very rare, my dear. I bet you look so beautiful, Heather gushes at me, Mia nodding as well. Why would I be gutted a white Lincoln? I mean, I know what she said, and I kinda understand it, but both my parents are werewolves, only the moon goddess can answer that. It is her doings and her decision to grant people gifts, Hazel says. My stomach growled so loud that they all chuckled, causing my face to turn red. I could feel the heat on my cheeks. I'll have food brought up, Hazel says. I'll be back in a few minutes. You girls make sure you stay here, she points to Mia and Heather. Yes, ma'am. Tyler is just outside the door, she said as she went out the door. I looked back at Mia. She sat down on the chair next to the bed. I can't believe you are a Lincoln. How cool is that? She is smiling. I still can't wrap my head around it. I leaned back, resting it against the wall, letting my eyes drift closed. I was still feeling super tired. I can't wait till I get my Lincoln. I am so excited. Heather claps her hands as she sits on the edge of the bed. Mia, what about you? I have a few months yet till I shift, but I am excited. I mean, I already know who my mate is, but to feel the bond fully is something I am looking forward to. I let my mind wander in thought for a few. I could hear them two chatting back and forth about different things, so I let myself slip into my thoughts. I am not upset about being a Lincoln. I am excited. I am so grateful for the gift. I know I was heartbroken when my wolf didn't show up on my birthday. I thought maybe I was not worthy of one. That it was a punishment for me for something I did only. I could remember doing something that would cause me such punishment. Little one, I jumped, screaming as Mia and Heather also let out a scream from my outburst. I lost my balance, falling off the side of the bed, landing on the floor with a thud. Willow. They were helping me up, and I used the bed as a prop to get myself to my knees. The door slammed open as Tyler busted through, growling, his eyes roaming all over the room for any sign of danger. Ms. Willow, what happened? He asked when he realized I was kneeling on the floor next to the bed. He moved towards us when we heard the thudding of boots coming down the hall. No sooner we heard it, Lincoln, River, and his father came barreling into the room. What's going on? His dad asked as he looked around. I don't know. I heard her scream when I came in. She was on the floor next to the bed, Tyler explains. Willow. Lincoln was next to me, picking me up and setting me back on the bed. What happened? I heard a voice, and it started me. I screamed, causing those two to do the same, but then I fell out of bed, I said as I looked at Mia and then the floor back up to Lincoln. He had a funny look on his face. What? You talking about this voice? Letting out a yelp again as I jumped, nearly knocking Lincoln over. He busted out laughing as he steads me. SHH, Willow, it's okay. His voice was filled with amusement. I was mind-linking you. He pulled me to his chest, like when we were in our Lincoln forms. I was linking you. Embarrassment washed over me as I realized now. I buried my face in his chest farther, knowing I was cherry red. His chest shook as he laughed. Smacking him with my hand. It's not funny, I mumbled against him, I am sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, I just felt you through the bond, and I wanted to check on you. That's all. Pulling back a little so I could look up at him, he dropped his eye down to me, you felt me. Yes, your emotions, why were you sad? I was just thinking I didn't mean to make you think I was sad. I am not sad though, I am rather happy, I tell him, making him smile a bit. Wait, how did I heard your scream through the link? Oh, pulling back completely, I looked over at the others. River tried to hold his laugh in as Lincoln's dad smiled at me. Tyler looked at the ceiling, looking at Mia and Heather, they were the same as River. All right, let it out, I tell them. That's all it took for them to crack up laughing. Letting them go on for a few minutes, they finally settled down as River wiped fake tears away. Oh God, that was good, Willow, you done? I asked him, glaring at him like I was mad at him, but I wasn't. I would have laughed as well. He sees my look. Ah, don't be upset, Willow, we all get scared sometimes, tipping his head sideways as he gives me a lopsided grin. Oh, I'm getting even with him. I narrow my eyes at him, trying to give him the best mean face I got, which isn't any. Here, let me make it up to you with a hug. He opens his arms, walking closer. I sit there. River, what are you doing? Lincoln asked as he just watched him, hugging my friend. Consider it a make-up hug. He leans over, arms still out. I do not know what made me do it, but I reached up quickly. He let out a squeal, jumping back and placing his hand over it. Willow! How could you? He chimed at me, everyone roared with laughter, even I did. The look on his face was so priceless. Milo at the sound of a door shutting and people's voices, I jumped up off the small cot I was sitting on going closer to the bars, looking down the tiny, narrow hall, I could make out figures of two people walking this way. Once they were close enough, I saw it was my dad's beta. His head was tipped down as he walked. His hands were cuffed as one guard held his upper arm, putting him in the cell across from me. He just stood there in the middle of the cell. His shoulders slumped. I have never seen him look like that. Beta Cole. I called him. His body tensed as he turned, looking over his shoulder. His brows scrunched together. Milo. He turns completely, walking over to the bars. What are you doing down here? 'Cause he a complete moron, that's why, Caitlin's voice came. From the next cell over. Caitlin? Are you down here as well? What the hell is going on? Her hands wrap around the bars as her forehead presses against them so she can see Cole. Yep, I am down here too. Why are you here, Beta Cole? I thought you were taking care of the pack. King Winston had me brought here. He accused me of killing your father, and he has seized the pack until he replaces the leadership and gets the pack out of the financial crisis. Wait, what are you talking about? Killing Dad? You're his beta. Why would you do that? Rogues killed Dad. Caitlin yelled. I didn't say anything. I know Cole and Dad have a rough history, so it's no surprise to hear that. Plus, I am not sure why she is so upset about Dad. She is the one who came here with all the evidence against him unless now she knows she is going to be sent back there. Caitlin, why are you locked up? Cole asked her. I see he is trying to change the subject, it's a long story, but short order. I hurt that Willow girl, and now I am down here, so Willow is here. Yepers, and she is the prince's favorite right now, he even marked her. I couldn't help but rub my chest at the mention of her name. The pain wasn't as bad, but the thought made me feel a slight burn. And Milo? He asked, looking at me. Oh, Big Brother went macho and landed himself in a cell. They said he can stay here till they feel he cooled off. He stared at me. What of your link with Willow? He asked, but through the mind link. Shaking my head, I rubbed my chest again. The link broke. I can't sense her. I was able to feel a small amount through it, but now there's nothing. He nods but walks away from the front of the cell, walking around it as he takes it in. What are they going to do with you? I asked him if he's being charged with Dad's murder, then he will be put on trial. I am to wait for a trial now. King Winston is charging me with murder. He sits down on the small cot, placing his head in his hands. Did you? I found myself asking. I am not sure why, but the words slipped out, shaking his head. No, I didn't, but I did kill someone. He didn't look up. He kept his head down. What do you mean? Someone? So Dad's alive. I saw him let out a sigh as he picked his head up to look at me. I killed Alpha Marco, your dad's brother, and your uncle. What? You know that's going to cost you extra, right? I huffed and rolled my eyes. Yes, and that's fine. I just need it done as soon as possible. I am on a tight timeline. Swiping his thumb across his lower lip as his eye roamed down my body. I tell you what, I'll knock some off for ye, but you got to let me bend you over, letting me tap that sweet little ass. Gross, I thought, but I know what to do if I want this information. So, with a fake smile, I slither up to him, pushing my chest out so it rubs against his. He lets out a groan as his fingers dig into my hip, pulling me closer to him. Getting up on my tippy toes and nipping at his ear, I feel his hand move down, grabbing my ass. I'll let you bend me however you please as long as I get what I asked for. Until then, I reach down, gripping him through his pants. You will have to use your imagination. Licking his neck as I give him a hard squeeze. He lets out a growl, but then I push him away, stepping back. Fine, I will have it to you by tonight. Meet me back here, say about 9 it is, I say, turning and giving him a wink. Leaving, I looked at my phone to see what time it was. Damn it, I have to meet Mitch in 20 minutes. Picking up my pace. I need to meet him to let him know when to leave an opening for the rogues to slip through along with that alpha. If I hadn't been so invested in Lincoln, I would have lied down for Alpha Lucas. He is dark as hell, and I bet he would give me pleasure like no one before. His aura screams hard and rough. I was so turned on by how he slammed me against the wall, choking me. I mean, at first, I was a bit scared, wasn't ready for it, but damn, when his wolf came forward, my panties were soaked, but he seemed so fixated on this Willow girl, and I don't know why they all are fussing over her. I mean, she isn't anything significant. She is so plain and bland. How can she pull the attention of 3 different men? I was even shocked to see River fussing over that friend of hers. She is no better than Willow, so simple. What do they see in them? Making my way over to the patrol building, opening the side door, I slipped in quietly, moving down the hall. Only patrols are to be in here, but Mitch showed me this way, no one uses it, they all go out the front or back. This is more for the servants to use to clean in here, there are 3 locker rooms on the side. Mitch is always in the third as it has fewer members in it. I was about to the door when I heard voices. Sneaking closer to the other door, I saw that Ryland's office door was slightly jarred. Peeking through the crack, I saw Ryland and the Kins Beta in there, along with River. What's he doing here? I want this area here, River pointed to a spot on the desk. I assumed it was a map, I will take 3 patrols with me. I want Danny, Lee, and Mark. Okay, what about here? Ryland does the same as River, pointing to a spot. Have 2 experienced patrols cover that, maybe. Mitch and Nick, that area isn't that big. They can cover it just the 2 of them, alright, I will let them know. Scurrying back, I moved down the hall, stepping around the corner and pressing my back against the wall. I heard their footsteps getting farther away. Looking around the corner, I saw the hall was empty. Rushing back to the office, I went right over to the desk. I saw a map of the area, and some spots were highlighted. I looked to see if they had it marked, but nothing. Then I noticed a notepad lying there, it had the names and the numbers of the areas they were to cover. Bingo, I said, grabbing it. I found the numbers on the map. Quickly writing them down, I stuffed the paper in my pocket. I needed to get Mitch and let him know, and now I have to let Alpha Lucas realize we need to change the spot for them to get through cause Mitch is being moved to the other border, but I see it farther out and fewer patrols go through there. Moving back to the door, checking to see if it's clear, I slip out and head for the locker room. Lincoln, you sure she took the bait? I asked River. We have been sitting here waiting for 2 hours. Yeah, man, we pulled the footage from Ryland's office. It shows her coming in and writing the marks down. Plus, I know she was right outside the door. Nodding my head, I scan the area again. Mitch should have been through here by now. We know he ditched his patrol partner. Nick linked River as soon as he did. Hopefully, this is enough on her to either kick her out or hand her over to the council. Then it's just handling those idiots in the cell and holding a trial for that beta, and things will be quiet for a while, River says. Yeah, I stopped as I heard crunching, then a low voice. Crouching down, River did the same. I tipped my head in the direction I heard it, nodding his head. The voices were getting louder as they got closer, as the smell of rot hit my nose. Rogues. I linked River. Then, a stronger, more potent smell hit me. I know that scent. Is that Alpha Lucas? River's voice sounded surprised. I just gave him a nod. You are sure this area is clear? One guy asked. He was taller, and he looked to be in better shape than the others besides Lucas. Yes. Holly made sure of it. This border section is only being covered by one other patrol and me. I made up some crap and got him to break off from me. Their figures appeared in the distance as Mitch walked with 6 other men. You can make camp here. Mitch walks over, digging in a bush, pulling some bags out from under it, then moving over to the large rock, reaching behind it, lifting out another couple of bags. I got 3 tents here. They are not that big, but they are enough for you guys. Holly will be out tomorrow morning with an update. Keep low. Do not draw any attention this way. I will be back around in about 40 minutes if I don't meet up with my partner. He's going to come looking. what about morning patrols? Lucas asked. I am on all night. If I report no activity in the area, they won't check this area until the afternoon. By then, Holly will have been out here and have a different spot for you to move to, she will have the information. He asked. Mitch nodded. Yes. Mitch gritted out. How? Mitch just shrugged. That's all Holly's doings. This is the most I get involved, so why help her if this is all you do? That's none of your business. Just a warning, don't get on her wrong side. She is vindictive and has no issues hurting anyone to get what she wants. I glance at River. He gives me a confused look. Well, by the sounds of that, I am assuming you have experienced so of it. Again, not your business. I have to go. Mitch turning and jogging back the way he came. What do you want to do? River linked me. I wanted to storm in there and take them out, especially Lucas, but I must also ensure Holly is caught. Not sure. We have to have caught Holly here as well. Or it's just their words against hers. What if we bring Mitch in for questioning? We could, but then we would have to hold him. Can't risk him running back to Holly. I need to keep eyes on them. I'll link Lee and Danny and have them stay here. Nodding my head and giving him the go-ahead, I look back at the group. I expected rogues, but I didn't think Lucas would be stupid enough to show up here. He really must have fallen off his rocker. They are heading this way. I also told Mark to find Mitch and see if he met back up with Nick. Good. We will wait till they get here, then head back. They are not going to do anything till Holly gets here. With whatever information she was digging up, we going to have to follow her out here. She seems to keep losing the guards we have on her. We watched as they set up the tents. Lucas stood there watching them. It was as if he was too good to help set up his tent. No wonder his pack had fallen apart. If the leader don't help pull their weight, then the pack has nothing to follow. There's more to being an alpha than just saying you are. I sense Lee and Danny approaching. Mask your sense, I call out to them through the link. Rogues may not pick their sense up, but Lucas may. He is of alpha blood. Our senses are better. They come up next to us. Just watch them and make sure they don't wander off. Link me the instant Mitch returns and the time. The larger guy is Alpha Lucas. Keep an eye on him at all times. I tell them through the link. Yes, sir, they both say. We will be back in the morning. If anything happens, don't care how small it seems, you link both of us right away. Dipping their heads, they get in a spot where they can watch the group. Stay in your leak forms. Shifting may tip them off. I link them as I begin to move away. River and I work our way back towards the patrol building. Mark said he found Nick but no sight of Mitch. I wonder where he could have gotten off to. Have any of the other patrols seen him? He would have to have crossed one of them. Shaking his head no. Mark checked same as Nick when Mitch didn't meet him at the time he said he would. Damn it. Where did he go? All right. Let's get some trackers out there. We can cut across and meet up with them. Ryland, I called through the link. Yes sir. I need 2 trackers sent to meet me. We are coming around the far side of Section 4. I'll get them out there. Something wrong. Mitch is missing. We saw him leave the rogue group, but didn't meet back up with Nick. All right, I'll have 2 heads out now. I'll inform Cater and your father. I cut the link. Opening 1. Tyler. Yes sir. Where is Willow? She is with your mother. Ms. Mia and Ms. Heather, keep your eye out, do not let her out of your sight. Is there an issue? I could see him jerking himself straight up, ready for an attack. No, not that I know of, but in case Mitch White is missing, and I know he is working with Holly, I don't know who else, but if it's not the three she's with or my father, no one is to get near her. Oh, trust me, sir, no one will get within 10 feet of her, this is why I picked him for her guard. Not many will challenge him. Just his size alone will make most to cower away. I believe you, Tyler. I cut the link as I saw Nick and Mark ahead, they both bow their heads as we approach. I have trackers coming, where did he break off? I asked Nick, just as we were about to go to the bottom of section 5, I did the loop through that section. He went the other way and said he would clear 4, and we would meet here. The two trackers get there, bowing their heads, Prince Declan, Beta River, they greet us, I'm Jones, and this Malroy. Mitch White did return from his rounds. He was supposed to be here but hasn't shown up. I want to do a sweep of section 5 down to section 3, on it. They shift as they take the lead. River and I trailed behind Jones as Nick and Mark followed Mallory. We were just about to clear section 5, sir. I picked up his scent, Jones linked me, follow it. Moving across the section, we were about to cross into section 6. I don't know why he came this way. Jones stopped as he moved on a circle, then stepped closer to the edge of an embankment. He looked down. Sir, I found him. Coming to stand next to him and looking down, I saw his body lying there. Moving down to him, he was in his human form. He was on his side, and a small needle was lying next to him. Wolfsbane, Jones says as he sniffs the needle. Damn, he OD himself on it. River says as he rolls him to lay flat on his back. Check around the surrounding area. Let me know if you find anything or pick up any other scents. Yes, sir, Jones and Mallory say as they work back so many paces. You think someone did this? River asked as we checked his body over. Maybe, I am not sure. He seems bothered by Lucas asking questions. Nick, Mark, take his body back to the clinic. Nodding, they moved to pick him up, carrying his body back up the embankment. Sir, found something, Jones says, walking to me. He had a shirt in his hand. He holds it out to me. Taking it, I lift it, taking in a deep breath, I let out a growl. What? River takes it, smelling it as well. Well, looks like we have something on her now, don't we? Oh, that moron, look what he made me do. I knew something was up with him when I met and told him about the plan change. Initially, he was reluctant and said he didn't want to help anymore. He was tired of dirtying his hands. He wanted out. He told me he suspected him and didn't like the change at the last minute. He felt it was a trap. My charm was not working on him anymore. He has been resisting more and more, but I need him to make this plan work. My whinnies and pouting didn't seem to affect him like before. I wiped my hands on my shirt, tossing it in the brush, stripping my pants off, and doing the same, piling dirt and leaves on it. That way, it keeps the smell down till I can get back out here to get them without being found. I glanced back over my shoulder. I felt a small ping of guilt in my chest, but I quickly pushed it away, knowing it was his fault. I didn't mind if he had just stayed with the plan. I told you it will be done soon, just get them across in the spot. I will be there in the morning, and we will make our move then. I don't want to, Holly, I can't do this anymore, I need to be able to move on. Oh, no, 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 he's spilling away from me, Mitch, please, this will benefit you as well, I pleaded with him. How so, Holly? If your grand plan works, where does that leave me? I will have to pull Mitch. I can move you into a different position, maybe replace Ryland with you. He just crossed his arms, staring at me. Holly, I think it's time you stop. That caused rage to build. I stepped closer to him. I will not. You knew this when you agreed to help me, and now you want out. Well, too bad. Either you help me, or I pay you darling little sister a visit. His eyes widen at my words. He knows what I'll do to her. I have never been a fan of younger siblings, never had one and never did, but they are suitable for leverage. He gave me a nod. Smiling at him, I turned and walked towards the door. I wish you were never my mate, he whispered, looking over my shoulder at him. I feel the same way. I was born to be mated to someone with power, not a low-level patrol guard. I'll do what you ask, but no more. If you come near me again or my sister, I will tell the prince everything. I slammed the door, knowing what I had to do. I don't care. He is my mate. He's a nobody, standing there looking down at his body. You just had to threaten to say something. If you wouldn't have, I wouldn't have to have done this. I opened the extra bottle of wolfsbane, sprinkling all around him on the ground. I know I dosed him with even to kill him, but I need to cover my scent. Walking over to the bush, I pour some on the pile of leaves. Walking closer to the small stream, I toss the empty bottles in the water. They start to float down the stream. I need to get back and gather the rest of the information. Shifting, I run. I know patrol will find his body maybe in an hour or so. I need to be gone and clear of this area, Lincoln. We have enough to hold her now. I want her in a cell by sundown. I yell. She killed someone even though he was helping her. She took a life, and that will not go unpunished. I notified the guard and patrol. They will grab if she crosses their paths. Now what about the group back in the woods? Let them sit for the night. When Holly don't show up in the morning, we will be there to greet them. Why do you think she took him out? I don't know, maybe he wanted out. It seemed he was being forced back there to help them. I told River as we climbed back up the embankment, we need to notify his family. Maybe they know something. He could have mentioned anything to them in passing. River nodded his head. I'll link Carter and see if he can talk with them. I will link Tyler. I want Willow someplace safe until Holly is caught. I don't blame ye. Have Mia and Heater go with them. I know how much Holly hates Heather. My sister isn't afraid of her. She won't back down. I quickly sent Tyler a link to have them all move up to our room till I get back. I hate having to make her feel like she is being locked up. I don't trust it till Holly is behind bars. Dad, I call through the link. Lincoln? What's wrong? Carter said he has to speak with Mitch's family. We found his body. He was injected with a high dose of wolfsbane, and he died from him. What the hell is going on in my pack? He growled. Do we know how or who injected him? Did he do it himself? It was Holly. We found her shirt in a nearby bush. Mark and Nick are taking his body to the clinic. I have guards and patrol on the lookout for her. Was he helping her? Yes, River and I watched as he brought a group of rogues across and set them up in a small campsite, but there's one more thing. What's that? Alpha Lucas is with them. Well, now ain't that a surprise? River and I are on our way back. Can you let Mom in on what is going on? Yes, I will. I will also have warriors start to search here. We will find her. River and I pick up our pace. When her sweet voice pops into my head, Lincoln. Yes, little one, are you all right? Yes, I am fine. Is everything all right? Tyler seemed very edgy and had us come up to the room. Are you okay? I smiled at her words. She is the one being guarded, and she is asking if I am okay? Yes, I am all right, little one. It's just a precaution right now. I need you to stay in our room till I get there. I will, I promise. Please be careful. Her voice sounded worried, and I hated how she felt. She is the sweetest. She should never feel anxious or stressed about anything. I will, little one, I will see you soon. I cut the link, focusing on making my way back. We are pretty far out. I could see the patrol building when someone called through the link that they had eyes on her. Where? I called out. She just entered the west side of the house. Dad, Holly was spotted entering the west side of the house. Heading that way. We shifted direction, passing the patrol building and moving down the path when the backside of the house came into view. Moving through the door, we passed through the halls as we ran into Dad and some warriors. He looked at me. Where is she? He asked as he looked around. I don't know, she didn't come back our way, we would have found her. She didn't come our way, he says as he looks back down the hall. Then it hit me, growling. I punched the wall. Link, stop that. It will not help us, the secret tunnels, she knows about them. I bet that's how she kept ditching her guards. Dad and River look at me. That would make sense, River says as he walks over to the one hitting the spot on the wall as the door jarred open. I can pick up her scent. She came through here recently. This will make it harder if she knows about them, then it's turning into a game of cat and mouse. If I put someone in each tunnel entrance, people will learn about them. I can't have that. They are a secret for a reason. Let's check her room first. It's a long shot, but she will need clothes. Then we can start with the tunnel that's close to her room. Join our Facebook and WhatsApp group for more updates. Link is given in description. Rest audiobook will be continued in next episode.